አደገ ማለት የሀገር ኢኮኖሚ አደገ ማለት ስለሆነ የአርሶ አደሮች ህይወት ደግሞ መለወጥ ያው ሀገርን መለወጥ ስለሆነ
ትርፍና ክሳራዬን አላስበውም ነበር። መጨረሻ ላይ ግን ስልጠናውን ከወሰድሁኝ ከሙያተኛ ከተረዳው በኋላ ግን እየመዘገብሁኝ የቤተሰብ ጉልበት የተበደርሁት ይብር ወይም ደግሞ ለራሴ ከቤት ያለችኝን ብር እያረኩ የመዘገቡ ሲሄደው ጥቅምና ጉዳቴን እያወቅሁት ይመጣሁ ማለት
ወዳን ተአከላት ህዝብ ታይገብራለሁ እንደብል ብዝተበጣጠሰ ወይ ብብናይ ባዕለን መንገድ ተጓዓዛ ይወለን እንታይ حجي أقدم دوران تمكرون حاول حزبنا بزقربا قدي قبلنا تمكرون كراخنا قدم قبل حد زبل كنت أكل بجاب ورد نيرو كنت صراحة وصيتها.
Ethiopia is well known for its white sesame production, which is liked by the international community. Sesame is the second foreign exchange earner, next to coffee. Although sesame is considered to be the white gold of the country, the production and price are fluctuating. It's worth a value between 200 and 600 million US dollars yearly. It is in this context that a support program supported a network of stakeholders to improve the performance of the sector and to develop a competitive, sustainable and inclusive sesame sector for farmers' income improvement and spillover effects. In partnership with stakeholders, the program has supported farmers to adopt agricultural practices that allow to double yields and improve quality of sesame, to reduce post-harvest losses, to have improved access to agricultural loans, and to have higher value markets for their production. The SBN support program has promoted production of rotation crops. It supported the use of innovative extension approaches, technology generation, capacity building, evidence-based information, and knowledge sharing. One of the major results achieved is the translation of research findings into farmer-friendly extension messages. A lot has been done in scaling out the 20 steps improved sesame production guide. That was institutionalized and taken up by the Bureau of Agriculture.
ብዙሓት ስራሕቲ ሰሪሖም ናይቲ ስራሕቲ ውፅኢት እውን ኣብዚ ዞባ ዓበይቲ ለውጥታት ኣብ ኣተሓሳስባ ቴክኖሎጂ ኣጠቓቕማ ዝተፈላለዩ ለውጥታት ተራእዮም እዮም።
Sesame production is highly dependent on human and animal labor, though the area is very suitable for mechanization. Different types of machinery used for land preparation, sowing, weeding, harvesting, and threshing were tested for and in collaboration with different categories of farmers.
مسمر مرات تقناجي بالسرعة تواليد بالسرعة مسرحة كنهزي ناي مسمر مزرعي طلب خفتو بعد هفت حليف وفتو تحتوي حرستاي محورات كي كرفاز طلبال أبز حليف عمتون عبي مجعاج أجندة زخونا بمسمر خنزر دلينا مسمر مسرعي أروب من نستحالي كوزي توقي سنوين حورة سرا محارب وزي خطاتاتيا بسبحات استلع على كو حديثو أب سبحفتو تكنولوجي تردارات بسبحات يرأنيرو أب سبحفتو مستوسن مريت النواسادة بناي بعرسو صوميا بناي بعرسو تكنولوجي تات استفلالي صراحة الناس demonstration ملكا.
Mechanization is perfectly possible if there is a will to achieve that goal. Apart from these, to help sesame farmers make informed agronomic decisions, Benefit SBN, Common Sense, Apposite LLC, and the National Meteorology Agency have jointly provided localized weather forecast information using SMS. It started small in 2017, but it reached about 10,000 farmers and agricultural professionals in 2020. To counter the sesame production and market risk, as well as to enhance crop diversity and availability of various food types at the household level, the importance of crop rotation was stressed. Mung bean and soybean play important roles in the farming system and help to diversify food production and spread risks. In addition, home gardening is very important to diversify local food production and dietary diversity, which is very low. Yields can and export earnings can double if the sector is well coordinated and supported. Close to 500,000 seasonal laborers and informally employed poor people depend on the dynamics of the sesame sector. We have seen this year that they are the most vulnerable to a decline of sesame production and earnings. For long, too much attention was given to agronomic competences of farmers. While this is important, it is also essential that farmers financially manage their farms. For that reason, cost recording and profit analysis was introduced to enhance the final literacy of farmers.
አልመዘግብም በመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ያው መጀመሪያ ዝም ብዬ በግምት ነው ያለ ገንዘብ ይሰዋት አይነበረ እዛም ላይ ደግሞ ገቢና ወጪን አላውቀውም ነበር ትርፍና ክሳራውን ለማወቅ ደብተር ተሰጠን ስልጣናው ትምርቱ ተሰጠን በዛ ላይ በሰንጠረዡ ላይ በማዚያ ወር በግንቦት ወር ሚለውን ወጪን ስሰራ ቆየሁ እስከ ነሐሴ ድረስ በወጪ ስሰራ ቆየሁኝ ከመስከረም በኋላ ደግሞ ገቢን እየሰራሁ ነበር በጣም አሪፍ ነው
Like Emebet, most farmers in northwest Ethiopia did not register their cost. They did not do a cost-benefit analysis of their farm activities.
ሁሉም ይሰራል እየሰሩ ነው ብዙ ሰዎች አሁን ያልተማረ አንድ ሽማግሌ ያለ ለልጆች በየሳምንት እያሰራ ከኛ በላይ የሚሰራ ሰው ይያለ
This shows that the activity evolved into a household activity involving men, women, and children. Also, it helps farmers to make informed decisions in farm activities. Financial literacy stimulates farmers' financial planning and saving culture. Over 20,000 farmers were trained in financial literacy. This activity improved the culture of cost recording and cost-benefit analysis of farmers. It also improved women's involvement in farm-related decision-making. The Ministry of Agriculture decided to integrate cost recordings into the National Extension Package for farmers. Thousands DAs were introduced to financial literacy. Some have already started to organize cost recordings and calculating lessons together with the agronomic training sessions. Time and again, farmers and stakeholders have mentioned and keep on insisting that finance is the number one problem. The available formal credit is far from farmers' needs. Due to this, many farmers are in the grip of informal money lenders, especially for the final stages of production season. Farmers get credit from informal money lenders with an extremely high interest rate.
Finance is still a very serious issue. There is huge finance gap.
ምዕራብ ጎንደር ዞን ዋና ችግር ሰልጥ ምርትና ምርታማነትን ለመጨመር ሁለት ነገሮች ናቸው ብለን እንወስድ። እዛ በላይ ሌሎች አሉ ግን ዋና ዋናዎቹ አንደኛ የብድር አቅርቦት በቂ አለመሆኑ ሁለተኛው የገበያ ትስስሩ
One of the most innovative activities of the past years has been the guarantee fund approach. To support the loan provisions to unions, cooperatives and smallhold farmers, a risk-sharing financing scheme was developed. The work started with a joint effort of AgriTerra and Benefit SBN in 2016. Since then, Cooperative Bank of Oromia, Ebe Banks SC, and Lion International Bank SC were involved. A one-year loan was channeled from unions to cooperatives and farmers to address the marketing and input credit needs on various levels.
ዋናው ዓላማ የኤስቢኤን ቤኔፊትን ሲሰራ የነበረው ዋናው ህብረት ስራ ማህበራቱን ወይም ሚሊዮኖችን ወይም የመጨረሻ አርሶ አደሮችን ከባንክ ጋር የሚኖራቸው ግንኙነት ቀጣይ አድርጎ ራሳቸውን ችለው እንዲሄዱ ማድረግ ነው እንጂ ለብዙ ጊዜ ወይም ለረጅም ዓመት የሚቆይ ፕሮጀክት ባለመኖሩ አሁን ከባኛ ባንክ ጋር አስተሳስሮ ኦልሞስት ወጥቷል ማለት ይቻላል።
ይሄ ትልቁ ነገር ደግሞ የከፈተው ባንኩንና ዩኒየኑን እንዲተሳሰር በእምነት እንዲሰራ ዩኒየንንና መሰረታዊ ማህበራት እንዲያጠናክር ትልቅ በር ከፍቷል። ህብረት ስራ ማህበራት በብድር አስተዳደር ላይ በርካታ ስልጠናዎች ተሰጥተዋል። ይሄ ደግሞ የብድር አስተዳደራቸውን አውቀው እንዲያስተዳድሩ በር ከፍቷል ማለት ነው። ብድሩ ያው ምንም እንኳን ግብይት ተብሎ የሚለቀቅ ቢሆንም ይሄ ገንዘብ አርሶ አደሮች ከአረም ጀምሮ ነው ያገለገላቸው ያለ ማለት ይሄ የተደረገው የማስጀመሪያ መንገድ ነው እንጂ የመጨረሻ ይሆናል ብለን አናስብም። የብድር መጠናችንም እስከ 100 ሚሊዮን እና 100 ሚሊዮን በላይ ድረስ የሚሰፋበት መንገድ ተመቻችቶ ህብረት ስራ ማህበራት ሙሉ በሙሉ የአርሶ አደሩን ምርት በመሰብሰብ የውጭ ምንዛሬን በማስገኘት
ዋና ዓብይ ለውጥ ንሕና ዝረአናዮ ናይ አባል መሰረታዊ ማሕበራት ዘለውን ናይ ታይኒን ዘለውን ገጽታ ብጠቅላላ ምቅያር እዩ እዚ ከዓ ከመይ ክቅየር ክኢሉ እዚ ታይኒን ተስፋ ቆሪጾምላ ነይሩ መብዛሕትኦም አባላት ስራሕ ማሕበራት ኣብ ትሕቲ ደረጃ ዝበፅሕሉ ሰዓት እያ ነይራ ድሓር ግን ስራሕ እዚ ዓብይ እንቅስቃሴ ብዘምፃና ቁፅሪ ሓደ ናብ ዕዳጋ ናይ ምትእስሳር ዓቕምና ልዒሉ እዩ ኣብዚ ሕዚ ሰዓት ናይ አባል መሰረታዊ ማሕበርና ዕዳጋ ናይ ሰሊጥ ክንስብስበሉ ንኽእል ባይታ ብዝሓሸ ደረጃ ብምብፃሕና እዞም አባላት መሰረታዊ ማሕበራት ሓደ ኣብ ዝተሓበሰሉ ደረጃ በፂሖም ኢና ማለት እዩ እቲ ዓብይ ዋና ዓብይ ፀገም ዝነበረ ዋንነት ናይተን መሰረታዊ ማሕበራት ዝነበረ ገጽታ መንፈስ ናተይነት ንክልወጥ ኢና ጌርና
ድርጅቶች፣ ባንኮች፣ ማይክሮ ፋይናንሶች ወረድ ብለው ከዩኒየኖች ጋር ከመሰረታዊ ማህበሮች ጋር ቀረብ ብለው ቢሰሩ የሚያግዙ አገር ነው የሚያድግ። ዞሮ ዞሮ ዋናው ነገር ትልቁ ነገር አርሶ አደሩ አደገ ማለት የአገር ኢኮኖሚ አደገ ማለት ስለሆነ የአርሶ አደሮች ህይወት ደግሞ መለወጥ ያው አገርን መለወጥ ስለሆነ ቀረብ ብለው እንደኛ ቢሰሩ ማክሮ ኢኮኖሚውን ስለሆነ የምናግዘው በዚህ መሰረት ቢሰሩ እነሱም ተጠቃሚ ይሆናሉ የአገሩንም ኢኮኖሚ ያግዛሉ ብያለሁ።
In order to improve sesame farmers' income and thus earn more foreign currency for the country, decision makers need to pay close and thoughtful attention to the financing of sesame farmers in northwest Ethiopia. Ethiopian sesame is exported in bulk. More than 95% of the Ethiopian sesame is exported raw, without any form of processing and value addition. This is a loss for the country. The current market system does not seem to favor quality. It does not encourage value chain operators to collaborate and invest in traceable quality products for the market. There has been very limited involvement of cooperatives and unions in marketing. Less than 5% of the sesame produced is channeled through cooperatives and unions. Direct export for unions comes at a loss, as they do not have the prerogative. Like some encouraging changes have been made in Ethiopian commodity exchange marketing regulations. Currently, traders are not allowed to pay an ECX price that exceeds the world market price. This is not directly in the interest of farmers, now getting a lower ECX price, but it's the only way forward to bring about real value chain relations, which are now hardly existing. The program created market linkages for sesame and rotation crops. It linked sorghum and soybean producers with processors. Some commercial farmers have already signed an agreement with oil processing company. Stakeholders' collaboration is key to meet common goals. In efforts made to strengthen collaboration at the local level, various activities have been undertaken. Meetings, workshops, and field days at different levels allowed stakeholders to come together, discuss sector challenges, and search for solutions.
ኣብዚ ክንሰርሓ ዝሳተፉ ከዓ ናይ መምሓዳር ኣካላት ኣለዉ ናይ ሰብ ሞያ ኣካላት ኣለዉ ኢሉ እውን ካብ ጣብያ ጀምሮ እስካብ ክልል ዘሎ ናይ ሕርሻ ሰብ ሞያ ዝተረኸብሉ ብርክት ዝበለ ሓረስታይ ዝተረኸብሉ ብሰሪሕካ ብመዓልቲ ሓረስቶት ይዕጀብ ካብዚ ስዒቡ ድማ ኣብ መወዳእታ ድማ ብወርክሾፓት ማለት ምስ ናይ ፋይናንሻዊ ድጋፍ ካብ ኤስቢኤን ይኹን ካብ ካልኦት ብምርካብ ብወርክሾፕ ብመዓልቲ ዋዕላታት ብምክያድ ኣብ እንታይ እዮም እቶም ተረኸቡ ኢልካ ኣብ ዝተፈለዩ ኣጋጣሚታት ድማ ናውነት በወረዳ ይኹን ዝዋ ይኹን ኣብ ዘካይዶም ዝረኸቡ ኣጋጣሚታት ቴክኒካት ንምፍላጥ ንገብሮ ፃዕርታት ብኦቢልና ኢና ድማ
and different actors, stakeholders which are involved in this sesame value chains were brought together and a platform was created where they discussed very important issues, strategic issues which hinder the development of the sector, and many important bottlenecks were solved because of this platform. So that was also a very important achievement. Sometimes it's very strong, sometimes it's not as we expect it to be. It has to be strengthened, it has to be sustainable, it has to be a kind of institutionalized platform where everyone comes together, solves issues, become champion in this business network, and gets the benefits that everyone deserves.
Improving the information management system is a prerequisite for bringing the sesame sector to the next level. Digitalization can help address multiple systemic challenges. In this regard, the program tried to improve stakeholders' database system by introducing a digital information management solution which can be used by different stakeholders. Efforts were made to start information management and planning from the Kebele up to Woreda and then up to zones and regions. In this way, the aim was to have more precise planning data, local involvement, and ownership. An important objective was to match planned activities to local credit needs. The planning tool was tested, but the sector has not made the explicit choice to move towards a professional planning system with related information management. Emphasis has also been given in building the capacity of farmers and other stakeholders. More than 75,000 farmers and 2,000 professionals have been trained yearly in a range of topics including 20 steps improved sesame production package, good agricultural practices of rotation crops, financial literacy, loan management, weather forecasting, home gardening, pest management, and other subjects. Thousands of farmers, agricultural professionals, researchers, and policymakers visited demonstration places. The field days served not only as a learning occasion, but also as a platform to deal with strategic sesame sector challenges. Currently, the sesame sector has common communication tools such as a newsletter, website, and social media reports on sector activities. The challenge is to keep this sustainably available. For this, a levy system could be introduced. All the joint effort made thus far helped the sesame sector to move a big step, improving the income of sesame farmers and other stakeholders. Amid all the positive and inspiring developments, the sesame sector still faces many challenges. The involvement of higher level officials and policymakers in pulling out all the stops is important to make the sesame sector reach its level best. Ethiopian sesame is exported in bulk and is becoming less competitive in the world market. Other African countries are doing better. Cost reduction, quality improvement, and food safety and traceability are key to regain Ethiopia's former position. With the Ethiopian varieties and good production conditions, this should be more than possible to achieve.